We are back. Yes, we are back from the Canaries, and I've just got this box to unbox because I've got some goodies in here. The wind is coming in. I've just seen the forecast. Mr. Mark Paré is turning up tomorrow with a Chilean friend and Simmer Team Rider. So I've got to unbox this. I have cheated because I've already unboxed it, but the clue is somewhere, but you'll get the gist because we have some new Insta360 goodies. Where do we start? We'll start with the kind of boring stuff, you know, selfie stick, the bullet time selfie stick, cool stuff. Don't get me wrong, but the interesting stuff is further in. We've got the mouth mount, the grill mount, which you put that in your, basically you put that in your mouth. We've had one of these before, but I'll show you the reason why we're probably going to use it more this time. And the camera goes down. The camera goes down the bottom. So this is kind of cool. We'll see how that goes on. We do have some interesting stuff here. This is a cool mount actually that goes on the bottom of the Insta360. Now I've actually got a DJI Action Osmo or something 5, which I've been using, and that has gone down really well. And I think Insta360 saw that and said, "Hey, we've got a camera that can do that job. Why don't you try this?" So look, we got this as well. So we're going to try this. We're going to test this against the DJI Action 5. So I think that's interesting. That's where that mount could come in handy. We've also got a mount for that camera, which means we can put it on the portrait mode. I don't know how we're going to use that and how it's going to be useful. We've got a chest mount. So this should be interesting because I've seen this on some of the slalom stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So we've got the chest mount. I'm going to move the box over here. We've got a spare back. Oh, I can't show you that yet because that will give the game away. Well, actually, to give the game away, I'm going to give the game away anyway because we've also got this bad boy. Yes, the Insta360 X5. Now, I've had the X2, X3, X4. Really happy with the X4. It's been working great. But, and I'd complained a few times about this, the problem is if you scratch the lens on those on those 360 cameras, and it does bulge out on both sides. So if you're a bit treat and mean sort of one, which I am, you can scratch that lens and then it's done. Or if you're cleaning it a lot, I find it kind of polishes off like the coating, which makes the water come off it nicely. So I think this is going to be the game changer. Again, not used it yet because we also have this, which is a replacement lens kit. Now, I know this stuff has been out for a while. Nico Preen, yes, he's properly sponsored. Ricardo Campello, they got all the cameras ages ago. I'm like last in the list, but still pretty cool to have it, especially because DJI has just rolled out a 360 camera of their own. So my hoping, what I'm hoping is to be able to test this against some of the DJI stuff. I don't know how that's going to work, but I have a feeling this is going to definitely get it out in this week. The normal cam, which is like the GoPro cam, I can unbox it in a second. We've also got a spare battery for the X5 because unfortunately the X4 is not compatible. The battery is not compatible with the X5, which is kind of frustrating, a bit annoying if you've already got an X4. But they've sent me a battery. So I am a lucky boy. We've got a few memory cards in here as well. So what we got? Some 512, so big memory cards here. We're going to be using them. And that is the kit I've got. So the thing I'm most excited about, obviously, is the cameras. So let's have a little look at these. Again, I was wanting to test these out a while ago, and in the end, I did end up getting a DJI Action 5. So it will be, now I've got that camera as well, it'd be interesting to give it a try. Let me know what you guys think, what cameras you've got, what you're using. What I also want to check is, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a 360 camera or do you prefer the normal, sort of GoPro style camera? I mean, I'll be honest, GoPro has definitely took a back seat in the camera wars. Wow, it's quite chunky. It's the first time I've got to see this. I don't know if you can see that. It's bigger than I thought. It's definitely, is it bigger than the DJI? I'll have to have a look, but it looks pretty tasty. Looks nice. Looks chunky. It's obviously got that screen on the back. I'm not going to read the instructions. Obviously, I'm a bloke. So you've got the screen face fronting. I'm not sure how I would use that for windsurfing or if it would be useful. But it looks nice on first looks. Feels chunky, sturdy. Got the battery in there. So that is the sort of, the thing is, it's really hard not to use GoPro as a benchmark for that sort of camera. Every time I refer to that type of POV camera, I always say GoPro style camera because they were really the first ones that, you know, made it happen. But I really feel they've been caught up. And Insta360 is obviously one of the guys leading the charge, definitely in the 360 world, but also in that sort of POV. And then we've got the 5 here. How do we get into here? Oh, here we go. We open that up and we have this. Oh, so there we go. That is the X5. Is it chunkier? It doesn't seem, maybe a little bit bigger than the X4. I'll have to have a look, but first impressions again, I mean, it's an Insta360 camera. They've looked kind of similar for the last lot of years, but I'm interested in the features in this one and that lens replacement. Can they make the image better? I don't know. It was pretty good on the X4. I've been very happy with my X4, been using it a lot. But I will go into detail, but I just wanted to come on and say, you know, I've got some little toys to play with. We've got a good forecast coming up. I'm going to stick these, put them to the test, but I want to know in the comments what specific windsurfing features you want to test. If you want any head-to-heads, what head-to-heads do you want, and all that sort of stuff. Again, just a quick video to say the toys are in. Happy boy. I love having toys. That is the good thing about this job, Windsurfing TV. I do get sent these, so it's not a sponsored video. I've always made that clear to them. Just because you're giving me the camera, there's no special treatment here. If you start paying people, you know, stickers on sales, it's a bit different. But if you're just giving me the product and I'm going to spend my time testing it, you don't really have a say in the results. So sometimes it's bad for me because I'm like, well, I don't really like that, but that's how it's got to be, because I think if I start bullshitting you guys and saying, oh, this is great, this isn't great, then you're not going to believe anything I've said, which is bad when someone does get a good product and you want to say something good. Anyway, there we go. X5 to test and the Ace Pro 2 to test. These are the two main cameras, plus a few little gadgets. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll see you soon.